In my last video, I talked about false friends. In this video, I'm going to talk about Franglais words. These are the mistakes English speakers make when they think, if I say this word with a French accent, it'll sound right. So Franglais is what happens when English speakers try to Frenchify English words, either by changing the pronunciation, adding French endings such as er or sion at the end of the word, or using a French word that actually does not mean what they think it means. It sounds Frenchish, but it's not real French. For example, je vais luncher avec mon ami instead of je vais déjeuner avec mon ami. It might sound French to you, but a French person will probably raise an eyebrow. So in this video, I'm going to give you a few examples of these Franglais words. Je suis chaud pour sortir. Some English speakers say that thinking it means I feel like going out or I'm excited to go out. But in French, oh la la, it sounds very suggestive, like you're talking about something else. So instead, just say j'ai envie de sortir. It's much safer and everyone will understand you perfectly. Example number 2, je suis plein. This one cracks me up. English speakers say that sometimes when they want to say I'm full after a meal. But in French, it literally means I'm pregnant and only for animals. So just stick with je n'ai plus faim. I'm not hungry anymore. I'm full. Problem solved. Example number 3, je vais luncher avec mon ami. I actually used this one before. Some people say je vais luncher avec mon ami when they try to say I'm going to lunch with my friends. So they just add the er at the end of the word lunch, thinking it will be French. But it's not. Luncher does not exist in French. You cannot just add er at the end of a verb and make it a French verb. So instead, you should say je vais déjeuner avec mon ami. It's much more natural. Example number 4, je suis sur le bus. English speakers say that because in English we say I'm on the bus, but in French you are in the bus. So you say je suis dans le bus. A simple trick to remember. Example number 5, je suis fini, and here's a dramatic one because you might think it means I'm done. But in French, it literally means I'm dead, I'm ruined. So if you just finished something, you should say j'ai fini. This is the safe way. You see, it might seem easy to translate from English to French, thinking it'd work, but it doesn't. In fact, if you do that, most of the time, what you say won't be understandable to a French speaker, especially when they are not familiar with English. My suggestion, always double-check and try to learn words and expressions the way they are actually used in your target language, whatever it is. All right, before you panic, let me reassure you. Not all English words are evil in French. In fact, some are totally fine, and French people actually use them all the time. For example, if you like a post on Instagram and you say, je like ce post, it's way more natural online than to say, j'ai aimé ce post. Fun, right? Another example, you need to share a photo and you can say, j'ai posté une photo hier. The formal French word publier also works, but online, everyone says poster. You want to send an email, so you can just say je t'envoie un mail demain. Easy and widely accepted. Are you planning your weekend? Talking about leisure, feeling positive? So you can just say things like c'est trop cool. Je fais du shopping. Tu fais quoi ce week-end? C'était super fun hier soir. These words are completely integrated into French everyday speech. At work, French people use English words all the time. Je suis stressé aujourd'hui. Mon boss est très sympa. Notre team est génial. These words sound natural and are widely used, especially among young generations. So, don't worry, not all English words are enemies. Some are like little gifts from English that French people happily accept. So next time you want to say something like cool, fun, weekend, like, go ahead. French people totally get it. Of course, these aren't all the tricky words out there. There are more examples of false friends, Franglais words, and English words used in French. I have shared a few more examples in my blog post, and if you'd like to explore further, the link is in the description below. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel for more fun and practical tips to improve your French.